When I say mental health, the first words that usually come to mind are anxious, depressed, weak, shame, pain. This is all a misconception that many people have, and it needs to be reversed. Mental health is not something to be feared. It's the goal. Mental health is a positive term. It's something that we all want and something that we all have. It can decrease from time to time when we aren't feeling our best, just like physical health can, which may lead to a state of mental ill health or a mental health condition. The World Health Organization defines mental health as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes their own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a meaningful contribution to their community. The key word to highlight here is cope. Even though it is a positive state, mental health is not about being happy all the time. All emotions, including the uncomfortable ones like stress and sadness, all serve a purpose. They're part of being human. We don't need to rid ourselves of any type of bad emotion. That's unrealistic and unhealthy. Nor does it mean we need to get rid of all the problems in our life and then we will just be healthy. We can still have mental health whilst experiencing the full range of emotions and whilst facing challenging events and situations in our life. Our aim is to have the tools to respond well and deal with the inevitable challenges that arise. Feelings of joy, fulfillment, meaning, connection, etc. can arise when we have a stable base to operate from. Even when we are coping well, it's natural to still feel off from time to time. We just need to manage the intensity and duration of these things that threaten our overall quality of life so that we can function and lead the life that we want to. The outcome we desire, this destination of mental health, is far closer than we think, even when it may seem far away. It's about pruning the rose bush of its thorns, not ripping it out from the base. It's about embracing who you are, even the parts of you that may seem debilitating. These parts are often our gifts that we haven't yet learned to work with properly or fully accept, so we aren't able to maximize their potential. States of poor emotional well-being or mental ill health occur when our ability to cope, i.e. manage distress and function properly, is compromised. Sometimes things can feel incredibly debilitating and overwhelming. Other times we just feel a little bit off. Regardless of whether we're going through something clinical or not, it's okay not to be okay from time to time. It's a universal human experience. It's estimated that more than 1 in 10 people, or almost 800 million people globally, will suffer from a diagnosed mental health condition. And as high as 1 in 4 people in developed nations like Australia, the UK, and Canada. New research suggests that up to 80% of Americans will manage a diagnosable mental health condition in their lifetime. According to the World Health Organization, depression is one of the leading causes of disability worldwide, and suicide is the second leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. The United Nations states that more people die by suicide than any type of violence, including armed conflict, each year. In the corporate space, we're finding this problem to be true. Whether it's presenteeism, absenteeism, workers' compensation claims, or a reduction in productivity, mental health conditions are affecting global output significantly. Anxiety, depression, and substance use issues are the 3 most common types of mental health conditions. There are various other types of clinical issues, including bipolar, eating disorders, OCD, and many others, all of which have their own unique set of experiences and challenges. Anyone can develop an emotional well-being issue. There are certain risk factors that make us more susceptible to more complex issues, mostly biological and/or environmental factors. Our genetics and family history may make us predisposed to certain inherited disorders or traits. Traumatic events or life situations, on the other hand, can trigger issues that arise throughout the course of our life. Certain infections, diseases, brain injuries, or changes to our brain chemistry can also lead to the onset of a mental health condition. No matter the cause, many mental health conditions can be treated and managed effectively. Less than half of all people who experience a mental health issue reach out for help. That means most people affected, are suffering in silence and isolation. This is often due to stigma and fear of judgment. With the right care and approach, we'll see more people getting the help they deserve to live a more peaceful life. The global pandemic of COVID caused mass disruption to our day-to-day life. Pervasive uncertainty, lack of social interaction and financial security, and many other factors have increased the propensity for pre-existing conditions or net new well-being challenges to emerge or intensify. There's never been a more important time to focus on the topic of emotional well-being than right now.